Hi everyone, welcome back. Now it's our lockdown Q&A special. A few weeks ago we asked people on Twitter, on Facebook and YouTube to send over some questions and we will put them into a Q&A. We haven't done a Q&A for a very, very long time.
No, we haven't.
Cool, alright then. So, first question.
What is the biggest mistake or lack of preparedness you've had with the van? So, biggest mistake?
Putting you in charge of the zebra pot. You always forget it.
And then I have so much other stuff to remember.
Here we go, domestic already. And then you blame me for not reminding you.
Yeah.
Oh god, tensions are right. Oh, you can tell that. You can tell we're in lockdown because tensions already tense already, aren't they? Biggest mistake. Oh, this is a good question. Oh, we may have to cut out a long pause here. Well, I've already talked about it, but it was when I left the corner steady down on the caravan in Wales. That was the biggest mistake I've made. A Buxton, not tightening up the jockey wheel tight enough and it dropping as we were pulling out of Buxton.
Yeah.
That was another mistake. We thought the van had fallen off the back of the car because of the noise it made, but thankfully it was just because fine. I hadn't tightened it. What it was, I remember why, and I know how it happened. It's because it was raining when we were packing up at Buxton. Yeah. And I didn't tighten it up tight enough.
So the worst bit when it's raining is you're just sat there getting absolutely soaked.
And you get a bit...
trying to race through doing things.
Yeah, you get a bit flappy, don't you?
Yeah.
I do. I get a bit flappy because I don't want to get wet. But, and that is the most crucial time to make sure that everything is done properly.
Yeah.
Lack of preparedness.
I think we are fairly prepared.
Yeah, well, I think we are actually.
Yeah.
We always go away knowing that we're going away. So we always look a week before. Oh, should we take this? Should we do that? What should we cook? What should we have? What sort of things?
Make lists.
Yeah. That's what we do. We're pretty boring actually. Having had the Luna and now the Bailey, is there anything you wish the Bailey has that it doesn't, but the Luna did? Yes, there's a couple of things I wish the Bailey had, which the Luna had. What about you?
Bit more space.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Because tripping over the dog when he's right in the way, we never had that with the Luna.
So, just to put it in context, the Luna was 7'6". Our Bailey is 7'4", and according to Mrs. T, 2 inches makes a world of difference.
Yeah.
When we looked at this caravan, we loved the layout and we really thought it would work for us. And it genuinely does work for us. We worked out where the dog was going to sleep. What we failed to work out and what we failed to understand was where is the dog going to be during the day when we're moving around.
Yeah. And
that is something which lets the Bailey down a little bit. And it's not the Bailey's fault, it's because we've got a big dog. And it's a case of he likes to be with us and he doesn't like to be apart from us. And trying to educate him to go and sleep or go and lie down or go and wait at the back of the caravan whilst we're doing things like cooking, washing up, doing things like that. And the dog is always in the bloody way.
Oh, yeah.
So just those couple of inches makes a heck of a difference.
How are you, individually or as a family, coping with being in the same space together? Is it tense or are you getting to know each other better?
Oh, you can answer this one.
I think we do all right. Because we don't have Tom with us, there's less arguments, which is true.
It's true.
So we have issues sometimes with Chloe, where she doesn't want to do something. But generally, I think we're fine. I think we get on well.
We've known each other so long.
Yeah.
We've lived with each other so many years.
Yeah.
We've always spent a long time together. We've always been in close proximity to each other.
Yeah.
We talk all the time. We're a team.
Yeah.
We really are a team. The fact that we still, after 22 years of marriage, we still sit on the same sofa together and we still cuddle up watching the movie or whatever it is, and we still spend time with each other. I think we're absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Feeling a little bit cooped up at weekends though.
Yes.
Like now, You know, we're just about to go into Easter weekend.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm feeling a little bit
claustrophobic almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah, I think we're all right.
Yeah.
Hi Dan, how did you find the Diamond Brite treatment that you had done on the Bailey? Was it worth the money? Yeah, I'll be absolutely honest with you. Really honest with you. If we ever buy a brand new caravan again, I will absolutely 100% have Diamond Brite put on it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There is no question in my mind that is worth every penny.
Yeah.
And because originally I had it put on as part of a sponsorship deal. When I bought the caravan, we agreed with Swindon, or, you know, if you'd like to have Diamond Brite put on there, you know, and chat about it, we'll do it for you know, for cost price. And I thought, well, you know, fine, okay, great. And I put it on there, and I was super sceptical. I was really sceptical. Even talking to Mark, the guy who did the actual Diamond Brite, I was super sceptical, because I said, how can you get essential mineral oils? You know, I said the whole thing's just a marketing ploy. It's a complete con. But I will say
It's saved us a few times.
Oh my word! You know, I mean, we did that cleaning video some weeks ago now, and genuinely, the caravan had not been washed for a very long time.
That's true.
I think it must have been, you know, end of August, September last year, and we had not cleaned it, but the thing just cleaned up so well. And
also on the furniture.
Yeah.
Just think of that. Chloe was sat there one occasion eating chocolate on the sofa.
Right. God, yeah.
And she'd managed to get some on there. And I panicked because I thought chocolate, worst thing to stain. Horrible to get out of furniture. But it cleaned up straight away.
Yeah, it did. It really did. We used the upholstery cleaner from inside the pack. And it was brilliant. But, oh my word. No, the Diamond Brite system... really, really good. I mean, the caravan, whenever you wash it and just wipe it down, it just sparkles. It just looks mint. Where and how to refuel while towing. Is it okay to refuel in a normal petrol station? And where to park when stopping at services? In a lorry spot or just anywhere? Okay, this will probably be your refueling anxiety kicking in, Tom. I know I had it when I first started, I can never possibly get my car and caravan into a petrol station. The truth is, you'll be amazed what small spaces you can get a car and a caravan into. Just refuel at a normal petrol station. Regardless of whether it's, you know, petrol or diesel, just refuel a normal bay. Sure, you'll be taking up a lot more space lengthwise. Yeah. If you think you're going to need fuel on your way to somewhere, Google Street View it. Make sure that you're happy with the entrance and the exit. Yeah. I'll be absolutely honest with you. The first time I went into a petrol station with a caravan on, I was absolutely bricking it, because I had to go round the back of the shop, past the car wash, and, you know, what have you. Oh, it was fine. It was absolutely fine. We've stopped off at service stations before. Yeah. We've done it that you go into, like, the lorry areas. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's designated caravan parking bays. Yeah. The places that we went to it was also mixed in with the lorries. That's for another subject, because that was disgusting. Just the stench of urine, you know, it's just disgusting. Yeah, it's not that nice. But if it's refueling panics you, don't let it get to you. You know, or even just fill up the day before. Yeah. I mean, you know, a car should be able to go 400 or 500 miles on a tank, so that's quite a long trip. But no, I think you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. You'll be amazed where you can get your caravan into. And just take it steady. Just take it really, really steady. Dan, how much gin do you actually drink? Or is it stockpiled? Hope you and the fam are doing well. Thank you, Mark. The fam are doing well. Yep. Are we actually going to tell the truth now about our drinking? Because we've got a bit of a reputation about being fairly heavy drinkers, haven't we? We do, which is really weird, because when we're home, we don't really drink. It only seems to be when we're socialising with all our friends. Well, I think we had a drink because we didn't even drink at New Year's. No, we didn't. We were sober New Year's Eve. We were sober New Year's, but I really didn't drink much over Christmas anyway. And other people who were there can back me up on this. Yeah. John won't be able to back me up on this because he was extremely drunk.
He was.
Andy Morley, who popped down for a day, he will testify that I wasn't drinking. So
Yeah.
we were not drinking throughout Christmas. I think it was because off the back of me not being very well.
That's right.
And then people were moaning about doing dry January.
Mm.
Well, I think I had a drink with Fred and Andrea in February half term.
Yeah.
And I haven't drunk since.
Oh no, you had one last night.
Oh, I had one last night. It was a cheeky rum and coke, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and genuinely, we just don't drink very much. We love having small sips of a lot of different gins. So our gin shelf at the moment, we've got about, well, we did have 62.
We're a lot less because we keep taking them away with us and everyone else drinks it all.
Everyone else drinks them, like the Hollingberries. Yeah, I drink heavy when I'm with people and we're having a good time. Mm-hmm. There was a weekend that we went away in November.
Yes.
Where we were with the Feenies, the Hollingberries, Jan and Nick.
Yeah.
Ken and Corrine were with us as well. There was a whole bunch of us, and that was one messy weekend. Yeah. And that, I think that was when I stopped drinking until February, actually, because it was just after that I went ill. Yeah. And that was messy. But other than that, we just don't actually drink that much.
No, we don't.
We just drink when we're socialising. Yeah. Sorry. Hi Dan, I would love to know how you compare your two previous tow cars, your 4x4 and your rear wheel drive estate. It would be really good to get unbiased experience of these. As always crops up which tow car is better. I would say out of the X5 and the 5 Series, the best tow car out of those two would be the X5. Mm-hmm. Without a shadow of doubt. Yeah.
And I think it's because it's higher up.
It's more stable.
More stable, yeah.
Heavier. There's a problem with my 5 Series in that the distance between the tyres is the absolute perfect distance to get one wheel in the rut on the motorway or the wheel in the rut on the other side. And you're constantly doing this. Yeah. And that action of, bobbing along in the slow lane with a caravan on your back makes it want to move around a lot more. So the car itself is comfortable. It's a lovely cruiser on the motorway. It's a great car to drive. I mean, I've driven it for miles. That car. You think how many years we've had that? It was 10 years we've had that car now. Yeah. We've had that car 10 years, and it's a great car. It's brilliant. It does everything that you want it to do, but it's absolutely awful with a caravan on it. It really is. It's awful. It's the worst possible combination, I think, that 5 Series. It just doesn't want to settle down. And then some days it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like driving a different car. Some days it's absolutely perfect, and we thought it was down to us because of the way we were loading the van. So that's why we
changed it so many times to make it better, and it wasn't working.
And then I just think it was me getting, when you're tuned into something, you just like, focusing
niggles at you.
Yeah. Maybe it is all right, but it's just me. Just my senses are a little bit on edge. I don't know, but the X5 every time, and I will never buy another BMW.
Nope. Too expensive to repair.
I've said that. I will never buy another BMW because it just... Yeah. So we are actually, at the moment, as we speak right now, we are looking for another tow car. We have been looking for some time, actually.
We have, yeah.
Because we want to change the way that we do things with our cars anyway. So we, we've even been looking at vans.
Yeah, only to find that they wouldn't actually work for us.
Maybe it wouldn't work for us, So so that will be a series of videos, I think, coming out maybe whenever, on what car it is that we're going to go for and why we've chosen to go down that route. Yeah. Yeah.
This is from Crafty Caravanners. Caravan for life, or is there a motorhome in the future? I don't know. I think it still has to be a caravan.
We have talked about this, haven't we?
But there's so many issues with the motorhome that you can't just go and drive off to a supermarket.
I don't know if that's right though, because we've never tried a motorhome.
No, we haven't.
We've never borrowed one. We've never lived in one. We've never driven one. We've never had any experience of a motorhome. And I don't know if it would work for us or if it wouldn't work for us. I definitely know this. I would not go and spend 60 grand on a motorhome.
No.
With this with this knowledge of I don't know.
Yeah.
I just, I mean, I'd love to have a go in a motorhome. I really would. But I've got an idea that it's a different type of holiday.
Yeah.
Because I think what we do is we put a caravan in a spot.
Yeah.
And explore that area.
Yeah.
Whereas in a motorhome, I think you're going to do a lot more miles because you can just keep going.
Yeah.
Which is what we've always said once we got rid of the kids and the dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs. Kids and the dog and the cat. And it's just you and me. That we would just, F off to Italy or what have you and just drive around Europe in a motorhome and just have the greatest time together. And I think that is one thing I would love to do. But there's no reason why we couldn't do that in a caravan.
No.
Thanks ever so much for watching this one. It's a bit of a strange one for us, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, and in village notices, I just want to point out a couple of things. Huge thank you to everybody who has recently subscribed to our channel. We've had a sudden upswing in subscribers to our channel.
Which is brilliant.
And it does mean that we are now past the 30k mark, which is brilliant.
It is.
Really, really massive thank you to everybody for getting us across that milestone. And that really is huge for us.
Yeah.
We have something planned. We had something planned for when we got to the 30k mark, and I think we're not going to talk about it, we're not going to do it, we're not going to get you involved in it until lockdown is over.
Yeah.
In other news, we have, because of this lockdown situation, we have cancelled 3 of our holidays so far. 3 holidays that we had, they've all been cancelled. We have one which at the moment it's still on in July, although we
don't know if it's going to still go ahead.
No.
All depends how it goes.
We think if you rule with your head and not your heart, we think that might also get cancelled as well.
Yeah.
And then we've got one in August, only for a couple of days, to go and spend time with some friends. That may change. So what we've done over the past couple of days, we've been focusing on what we can do during autumn and the latter part of the year, because I think that in one way, shape or the other there's going to be some restrictions on us over the summer at some point.
I do as well.
And I think that our focus now really should be autumn and what we can do in terms of the latter part of the year. So that's our immediate plans, and that's what we're doing right now. And we're also planning on where we're going to go for Christmas as well. And we are actually going to go away for quite some time at Christmas, aren't we?
We are.
Which is great. We're not going to take anybody with us this time.
No.
We're going all by our little selves.
Yeah.
And we're going to go for a bit of a tour. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so that's what's happening with us. And of course, I suspect you are in much the same boat, that you're having to stay at home and you're having to look out at your gleaming white box if it's on your driveway, or wonder what it looks like if it's locked up in a storage yard like ours is.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't been up to the van in weeks.
It probably isn't even gleaming white anymore. After cleaning it, it'll be dusty.
I think that was the last time we were at the van, actually, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, when we cleaned it.
And that was that the beginning of March?
Yes.
So that was the beginning of March.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen it for weeks, and that's something that's quite strange, because I'm always up there, just doing little bits.
Yeah.
Up and down.
Pottering around.
Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. Please do hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon for the few of you that still haven't subscribed.
Yep.
And if you can do that, well, hopefully we'll see you next week. Bye. Bye. See you guys. Bye.